Today we're finally going to install the heat exchanger, trans cooler, and oil cooler on my crashed M4 competition. Today's mission is going to be to install this heat exchanger, trans cooler, and oil cooler. So bear with me through this episode. Hopefully we get to install all that stuff right here. Still got to take off this part. Once I take this off, slide the heat exchanger out. Pop these right here, you see this? Once you pop this out, slide the other one in, and then honestly I believe it should be easy plug and play since my whole front end is already off. And then from there we'll see what happens, man. What up, bro? Everything Gucci? You just woke up right now? Okay, now we get this part. Has some tabs over here. There you go. They look like they're touching, but I hope they're not hit. Show you guys right here, as you can see, they are touching, but I hope this one is not hit. I hope it's just this one, because this one is where the damage is at. So let's just pray that that one is not hit. Now that we're here already, get this trans one cooler loose. So the trans cooler should be loose now. All right, guys, so far we had some trouble taking off these coolant lines on the heat exchanger. Now the main thing that's giving us trouble is since this car got hit into the transmission cooler and oil cooler and the heat exchanger, they're all like stuck together. So for me to like rip them apart right now, I don't want to make any more damage than it already has. Coolant started leaking everywhere, but I think we got it cleaned up as long as coolant doesn't stain. And now we got to figure out how to remove this off of this, but it's being a pain in the... Oh my god, after a long hard fight, finally got it out. Damn, holy shit. You can see the damage, you can see all the coolant leaking from every side. Finally, man. Oh, getting everything dirty, but look, got that one off. It's leaking the rest of the coolant out. This one, I don't think it's damaged at all. It's still straight. It was touching that one right there. You can see where it was touching, but I don't think that was much for it to be hit. Now, gotta figure a way out to get this trans cooler installed. What up, chat? I don't know how much you can see, but I got transmission oil. I got transmission fluid, oil from the car, coolant, and I'm still eating with my bare hands. It's a little intermission. Last time we were eating watermelon. This time we're eating an egg sandwich on sourdough bread. It does taste like oil, coolant, transmission fluid. But you know what I do. You feel me? Last week's video, I didn't F with at all. Like, I didn't like the vibe of last week's video. I had just basically rushed it because I had no parts. This week, hopefully this video is a little bit better. Finally got the heat exchanger off. Now I'm just debating if I should install this transmission cooler. But I didn't refill the transmission fluid or whatever. But I think it should be good. I'm gonna just try to do it as quick as possible. So right here is the heat exchanger, and this is the trans cooler right there. This is just a regular like upgraded version of that, and this as well, you know. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install the trans cooler first, because it's a little harder to get to that spot with the heat exchanger in the way. But once I install the trans cooler, the heat exchanger is basically just slide it right in and then just pop those tabs back into place. Trans cooler is basically the same thing too, but it's a little more tight because you got to get into this area right here. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm not familiar with those tabs compared to the other tabs, because the other tabs like a pick lock. You just pull them up right here. You can see it right there. You can see them. Put them back down and they just pop into place. Because whenever you pop them back into place, they just make a clicking noise, like that clicking noise that you just heard right now. Right here, I got my cup of coolant for the day. All this other mess right here, I gotta clean up after I'm done with this. But the main objective for today's video is get this thing solved real quick. Once I get these installed, and then I'm gonna get the jack and then prop up that oil cooler guard, install that too. Once all three of these things are set up, then essentially I am basically done with the extra unnecessary work of the car. Then it's just plug in, play all these other pieces like the headlights. Comment down below if I should stick with these type because they are damaged, stick with the laser style headlights, or should I get the snake eyes that you guys see now, like the LCI snake eye headlights? Should I do those? But yeah, then it's just all small pieces. After I get these things installed, then it's the crash bar, the newer one with the foam, the lower crash bar over there too. I need to get a new one of this too, because this right here, this, as you can see, that's not holding that in place. The other side is a little bit better, but then yeah, I need another new piece of this on this side, because look, this is a little bent, but it shouldn't be that bad. I think it's pretty good. And then yeah, from there on, I think the car should just basically run perfectly fine until I just put a bumper on and all that stuff. And then once I get like a bumper slapped on this and everything like that, we should be done with this rebuild, man. I say if I get these parts and everything, hopefully, I say by like September, in a month, in a few weeks actually, I should be driving this car like it's nothing, like perfectly fine. But for now, this is what we're dealing with. What do you gotta say? Honestly, I thought this would have been easier to get out of here, but I have very limited space to work with. So what I'm gonna do is take this whole thing out, this whole section out, because I'm gonna get these clips right here, this, where else, right there. Once I get those, I feel like if I get this whole thing out of the way and completely just remove it, then I'll be able to get this off nice and easy, and the engine cooler nice and easy, and then just work freely instead of just limiting myself with this area right here. So far right here, we got all these connectors, these coolant lines disconnected right here, this coolant line disconnected, that one disconnected, these all disconnected. And then right here was this, I guess it was for the fan right there. As you can see, I just pulled the tab up over here and just disconnected it. And now I don't think there's any other thing connecting these. I don't know, but now let's just pull it up. All right, guys, after a long, hard battle, we finally got, as I showed you guys the last clip right here, I disconnected all of these so I could get some more wiggle room in there. I washed my hands because my hands are burning right now. But you see those clips right there? I finally got them off. I don't know if you can see it as good as I'm showing it, but right there, yes sir. Right. Those clips were so hard to get open and loose. The plan is right now to get this transmission cooler off and quickly just swap that one on so I don't lose no transmission fluid like that. But after that, then it should be easy. I should be able to just put these lines back in, connect all these fuses and everything, and then put the heat exchanger, just slide it in like that, put all the stuff back, and then we can move on to the oil cooler. The oil cooler might be a little bit more messy. I'm gonna try my best to do it, but once we get the oil cooler on, we should be finished from everything over here. Depending on how much oil falls out from the car or spills out from the car, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy some oil to put inside, some distilled water to put inside, just so I could get the car running. I really want to go for a drive as much as I shouldn't, but let's see, man. Let's at least try doing something with this car in this episode, you know? After a long, hard fight, we finally got the transmission cooler on. And while I have everything off, because I did have to take the fan off, the heat exchanger, and the regular radiator, I had to take all that off. Before I put all that back, while I had this much space to work with, I think I'm gonna just remove this oil cooler and just plug in the new one. And hopefully we should be good, man. So now we got this oil cooler right here and we're about to install it. Remove this one right here. Since we have this whole area to work with, thank God. I'm stepping in a mad swamp of coolant, trans fluid, and oil. But you get a 10 millimeter, put it right here, and you just work that thing out. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. After a long couple of hours, losing the thumb in the process, finally got the trans cooler and the oil cooler on. This is the old one. Don't mind the mess that I made. Hopefully I'm able to clean that up. Now we gotta put this fan back on with the radiator, plug all that in and all the electric in. Then we're gonna hopefully install the heat exchanger. And once we're done with all three of those, quick trip to AutoZone, grab some extra oil and some stuff, put some distilled water inside, get this thing on, and then yeah, it should be up and running, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alright guys, so we got the front end some sort of way fixed. Now we're moving on to the heat exchanger. Gonna try installing this heat exchanger, which shouldn't be that much of an install, but the reason why I'm saying that is these cooler lines, as you can see right here, this one snaps in perfectly fine. This one over here and the one over there, they just been giving me like such a hard time for the past 30 minutes. Been trying to finagle them inside where I hear a click, but they keep on just either coming out or they don't even go inside properly. So I'm skipping that step for right now. I'll come back to it and we're gonna install this heat exchanger. Wish me luck. Right here, chat, is the upgraded heat exchanger. I installed this rock guard right here. There's another one over here if you have a manual, because the, what is it called, transmission cooler is gonna block this anyways. So let's do this. Honestly guys, just got this front end complete for the most part. This cooling line is not plugging in, this one too, and the one down there. Other than that, I'm complete with the front end right now. As far as the coolant pack goes, oil cooler, trans cooler, heat exchanger, all three of those finally complete. As you can see, oil cooler right there, that's the old one. Trans cooler right there, that's the old one. Heat exchanger right there, upgraded, and this is the old one. Chat, I'm not no mechanic, but even though I'm not no mechanic, I'm doing good right now, in my opinion. All it takes is some common sense, fellas. It's really not that hard, trust me. It is taking mad time and patience and hard work and resilience. Other than that, we were working. But once I get those lines plugged in properly, bro, then I could finally actually do the other stuff that I wanted to do, which is like turn on the car, go for a drive. But also this headlight right here is just hanging for dear life. A couple of connectors. Other than that, nothing is holding it proper. Same thing with these auxiliary radiators. That holder right there, I need to get replaced. That one is pretty good. Like you can see, that one's being held on perfectly fine, and then that one is like bent. So I'll replace that as well. All the vents and air ducts and stuff like that I need to buy as well. Front bumper, I really want to get an agile front end on this car, because I feel like that would just make the car mad gangster. I don't know why, I just feel like that. Other than that, also comment down below if I should stick with these headlights or go snake eyes. What do you guys think, man? All right, guys, I finally got the front end and all the coolant lines. Shout out to my older brother for using brute force on this. All these coolant lines, after a whole hour of just thugging it out, finally pushed them in. We had to remove this this strut brace right here, this cold air intake right here, and then from there on we were just like winging it, seeing what we could do off that. And now, since the front end is complete, all that's left is like the miscellaneous stuff, like this holder right here on that side. I might buy another holder for this side too, because this is where it was hit. It should be good. I don't know, I might, who knows. I gotta buy a crash bar, secondary crash bar, the foam for the crash bar, all the air ducts, because you can see there's air ducts on both sides over here, and then lower air ducts too. And then if you guys seen, shout out to Arma Speed, they're sponsoring this build. The whole care package for the G83 rebuild. They're sending me a carbon fiber cold air intake, a carbon fiber brace over here, engine bay, and they're sending me aluminum oil cooler guard. So once again, shout out to Arma Speed for being a sponsor on the rebuild. We'll see where I pick this up. What up, guys? It's the next day, and we're finally gonna start putting some distilled water in the coolant reservoir tanks just to see if there's any leaks with these heat exchangers, radiators, and all that. And this is just for the peace of my mind. You don't have to do this. You could just do like an actual pressurized test. But what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna open this coolant tank real quick and pour in some distilled water up in that tank to see if any leaks come out. Sounds like it's holding it, but who knows. Watch out for any leaks at all. I hear it dripping, but I don't know where. Once again, guys, the whole point of this is to see if there's any leaks throughout this whole coolant system. It's the last thing I want. I just want peace of mind and this car to run already. Are you like me and you work on your cars at home? Then you need the INNOVA 5610 scanner. With just a one-time purchase of this scanner, you don't have to worry about no subscriptions, no hidden fees. And the best part is, with everything that's wrong with this car, this scanner can code out all the faults, check all the TPMS, all the EBS, anything that's wrong with this car. It can check for you with a simple press of a button. There's no 5-minute loading screens like the other scanners. This scanner is the best scanner in the market right now. And with the link in my bio down below, you can save yourself some money and cop yourself an INNOVA 5610 scanner. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the G83 rebuild series. Next week, hopefully we're going to finish off this front end as far as the crash bar and all the secondary crash bar sensors and everything go. I think we are a little bit proud of what we've accomplished so far with this rebuild series. I think we've came far in a matter of 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Last week I don't count honestly because I didn't get the parts in time. But in a matter of 2.5, 3 weeks-ish, we got this front end from the oil cooler, trans cooler, heat exchanger, these auxiliary radiators, everything installed. I don't see any leaks as far as now. Hopefully next week's episode got my hopes up. We are gonna finally take this car on like a mini test drive spin. That's what I'm planning for. That's the aim. And that's the goal for next week. Aside from that, guys, It's been your boy Failure. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment down below what you guys want to see more of, what type of vibes y'all want to see, if I should stick with just doing these rebuild series or should I do more of like a vlog type of videos, or within the week post like some POV videos of me driving my Supra. You guys let me know in the comments below. I make these videos for you guys. You guys are the best people in the world. It's been your boy Failure, and I'm out.